What's up, guys? It's Matt. So this morning, I'm heading to class. So yesterday, I had a exam, disease and disorders. It was, I don't know. I think we were all a little shocked that it turned out to be a little more difficult. Because I guess a lot of people thought that class was going to be a pure, study and regurg, basically, back. And our instructor does a pretty good job of still finding ways to put application, or he threw some curveballs, I still wound up doing really well. I got a 48 out of 50 on it. And there were a few questions, I think, that I know one for sure I messed up, and it was about restrictive or obstructive disorders. This exam covered pulmonary edema, pleural effusions, pulmonary emboli. I think that was it. Maybe one more thing. Kyphoscoliosis, physical, skeletal deformations and stuff that can cause restrictive lung disorder. So, like I said, I did really well, and we got an email. He wound up evaluating the exam, and based on the results of the class, threw out 2 questions. So I wound up getting a 50 out of 50 on it, and today we'll find out exactly what I missed. Well, not me personally, but he always goes over the top 5 most missed questions. So, I'm curious to see how that goes. And the other thing, what I'm really excited about today is yesterday our instructor basically hinted and said that the summer clinical schedule is basically all but finalized. He was giving everyone one last chance to make any requests. People who had not so much requests for facilities. It wasn't like a wish list kind of thing. It was more like people with certain circumstances desiring a location for convenience, or a shift because there's day and night summers. So and it's funny because he had mentioned it early last week, and so I made sure to shoot him an email just because with my childcare situation, there's no way I could do overnights. If my wife was on call on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and I'm working overnight, she gets called in. We don't have anyone to call at 1 in the morning to watch our kids, so overnights were not going to work for the summer for us. So I got that request in. So basically, yesterday he gave everyone one last chance. Anything you want to email him with a certain request for special circumstances. Again, like I said, it was not for preference, but just if you need a facility because of its proximity to to your daycare or something like that kind of stuff. So he basically alluded to that, barring any massive complications from anyone emailing him yesterday or overnight, today we should be getting our summer schedules. So what I'll do is I'll just stop the video here, and then this afternoon I'll pick back up once my schedule's been revealed, and then I'll drop it for you guys. So hey guys, okay, so it's now the afternoon, and or I guess the evening, and heading home from lab. And so we got our clinical sites. So in the morning, he kind of told us he wasn't going to tell us till just before lunch.
But he did tell us that of all the clinical sites they were like looking at, basically, 2 of them that were originally on the table were taken off. And unfortunately, one of those was my number 1. It's the community hospital in town. He basically just said they had too many restrictions they were enforcing, and then they were taking a very limited number of students. I think it was only like 2 students for the summer. So they thought, okay, they had more than enough slots at the other hospitals to not worry about splitting off 2 students to one hospital. So the other one that was off the table was one that I really didn't want to get because it's super far from my house. And luckily that was taken off too. So I wound up getting the hospital that's actually closest in proximity to my house, which is just incredibly convenient because, I mean, it's like, according to Google Maps, I think I did an afternoon traffic from my house to that hospital is like 7 minutes, and that's probably catching every light on the way there. I literally drive by that hospital almost every single day that I drive to school. So I mean, it's a hospital that's super close to my house. It is not a super like big hospital. It's a pretty small hospital. So I doubt I'll get a lot of the you know, crazy stuff I've basically seen this semester. You know, it's not a trauma center. They do have an ED. They do have ICU. They don't have as many beds either as the hospital I'm at. It's a smaller hospital. So that's, I guess, to be expected a little bit. They do have a women's center. And they do some pediatrics. It's, I think by proximity, a lot of people on this side of town go to that one unless they have, you know, like a major trauma, I guess, or something that would dictate them having to go to the trauma, or like the community hospital is a stroke certified stroke center or something like that. So I mean, a lot of people can come to this hospital to get stabilized and then move on. So they still see a lot of stuff. Talking, obviously the students who were at that hospital for this rotation said they've seen a lot of stuff. They do a lot of cardioversions and things like that, so that'll be cool to see some of that stuff. So super pumped about that. It was my number 2 choice. I didn't request it. Literally the only special request I made was not getting night shift, and I'm on days. So yeah, really excited about that. And so we will start that on May 29th. That'll be my first rotation there. And then we're actually the AARC Summer Forum is in town this summer, and it's a 3-day conference. And the one day that we're required to go, that we're being basically excused from clinicals, is the Monday. So it's like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday conference, and we're excused that Monday. So I'm not sure how it's going to coincide, because you would think we're supposed to be 5 weeks of 3 12s per week for the summer. But with the conference missing a day, plus Memorial Day Monday would technically be the start of that week. We'd be starting, but we're not starting until that Tuesday. So curious to see how that kind of pans out. I'm not really sure right now, but again, I got placed at a hospital close to my house. Really excited about it. It should be a pretty cool summer experience. Be able to see some bronchs, some PFTs, some cardioversions, and then probably a lot of floor therapy. I think it's primarily like a mostly med surge with a smaller ICU and stuff like that. I don't think we'll be able to do peds. There is a women's center, and so I guess the women's center is where you would spend time at this hospital if you were we'll see how that goes. I got a while to worry about that, I guess. I got bigger fish to fry right now. We have our PFT exam coming up on Monday and my next pharmacology exam coming up on Tuesday. So I'm kind of focused. I have all A's right now, so I really want to keep all A's as I head into the summer. So I'm not going to worry too much about the experience, but I'm really excited about the hospital. So anyways, guys, just want to give that update. I'll stop the video here. I'll put these two videos together and I'll try to get it uploaded as soon as I can. Anyways, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Comment and like and subscribe, and let me know how your semester's going so far, or any cool experiences you've gotten at clinicals. All right, talk to you guys later.